Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do a first impression and review of this new Physician Formula Organic Wear Silk Foundation Elixir with jojoba oil. And yeah, I think this new Physician Formula Organic Wear launched I think a month ago, and they revamped the whole organic wear line and they brought so many more colors into the foundation. And yeah, I'm totally gonna miss my Marathonista foundation that I love from them. That formulation was so amazing. It was dewy and moisturizing and I really love that. I just didn't like the plastic tube that it was in. But yeah, right now this reminds me, let me tell you, this reminds me of the 100% pure second skin, and it has that dropper. I really realized that we really needed on the market to have more drugstore products, organic drugstore products, and there are not too many brands out there. I think my new favorite might be this Physician's Formula Organic Wear, because first of all, it's organic, it has organic ingredients, it's not 100% organic, it's not certified organic, but it has organic ingredients. And one fluid ounce retail $15.99 on Physician Formula website, and I got mine for $11.98 at Walmart. I purchased it online and pick it up in store because there was only one shade in light available at my store, and I just went ahead and I got it right away. Now I was expecting Ulta to have it because I really thought Ulta has Physician Formula, you know, they had it all the time before, and I thought they're gonna have it again, but they don't. But I discovered Ibotta has coupons, discount codes for this product and other product, and definitely I want to get more from Walmart, so you can have like you can save like even $1, $2, $3 more with Ibotta. I'm gonna link it down below if you're interested in that. But yeah, 1 ounce $15.99, that's so affordable because the 100% pure 1 ounce second skin, I think it's almost $50. So that will be the luxurious line, this will be the drugstore. I expect this to be almost the same. It's oil based, it's an oil based foundation. I have combination skin from dry to normal depending on the weather. If it's really hot outside, my skin is balancing out to normal, but during winter it's dry like a raisin. So we'll see how this foundation works. Today we're in the 70s, so it's not too hot, it's not too cold, it's not too humid today. So I'm excited to try this. I didn't try yet, I got it yesterday and I was like really excited, but I said I'm gonna wait. And yeah, the foundation, it says it's ultra nourishing, ultra fluid, weightless organic foundation elixir. So it's not a foundation per se, it's an elixir because it's a fluid. It's improved appearance of skin tone and texture, delivers a silky second skin, airbrushed, dewy finish. So we'll see how that works. I'm not gonna apply a primer today because I already moisturized with the oil, so I think that's acting almost like a primer. So yeah, we'll see how that works. And it says to shake the bottle with each use because when it's a liquid, the oils usually go on top and everything else go on bottom. And I noticed they have first ingredients in this foundation is orange fruit water, which I think it's a hydrosol. Let's see if it smells like oranges, because nope. It doesn't smell like oranges. But it has very, very good ingredients, and it's actually the preservative in it, it's a fermented radish root fermented, which if you have like a probiotic in a product, it's that's what it's preserve it. Now shade range, they have 12 shades comparing to, I think Marathonista had like 2 shades which was a joke, but they upgraded their line and they have 12 shades to pick from, and they have from fair up to rich called. I have my shade is number 3. This is light, and I was really debating if I should get a light to medium. Usually in the summertime I get a full medium, but in the winter time I get to a light, so trying to kind of balance. I can always bronze it up, I guess, with some bronzer, so that's why I got the light. And if you have acne prone skin, I would say to stay away from this because this has coconut oil in it, and many gurus say that coconut oil and acne don't agree. I personally don't have any acne. I don't have acne prone skin, so I have no clue what I'm talking about, I guess. But yeah, so this foundation apparently is supposed to improve skin tone and fine lines and deliver a second skin airbrushed dewy skin. So I was thinking to do today one side with a sponge, one side with a brush, try it out and see how that applies, and that's what we're gonna do right now. And I have here my Real Techniques sponge and my Eco Tools. I think this is a staple brush. It doesn't say the name of it, but these are the tools that we're gonna use. And the bottle, like I said, is very beautiful. It's frosted glass. It has a dropper, and I don't think many people love this kind of product. I personally love dropper because I can control how much product I get, comparing to a pump where, you know, sometimes you can squeeze out too much and you don't need too much. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drip some, let's say, some product on my hand. Oh, this is very liquidy. So this is an oil-based product. I usually apply with my fingers, but for the sake of this video today, we're gonna apply with the sponge. Okay, so the sponge, suck it all in. Okay. Oh, I see it. So I got about 4 drops. And not bad. I'm gonna get another drop on the sponge, but the sponge sucked all of the product. And that's why I guess I don't like sponges so much. But you kind of see the difference that is already covering something, but it's very, very light. So I think the coverage is very light. Let's see if it's buildable. So I'm gonna add one more drop on my sponge, and let's see if it's building up. I kind of see my sunspots peeking through, and I guess usually with the foundation I'm trying to aim to cover that, so I don't see this getting covered. So my skin is peeking through. I wouldn't say that it gets covered at all. So I kind of got a sheer foundation. So I already don't like. Okay, this is very light. I think it covered well. What you guys think? It's pretty even, but yeah, this is light. This has like a light finish right now. Do it, definitely do it. I see the glow into my skin, as you can see. And I'm sure not too many people are gonna like this, but usually mature skin should go for this, especially have more drier skin. You know, that's happening after you have kids. So I think kids should stay away from this foundation unless you have really, really dry skin. Okay, so now let's try and apply with a brush, and I'm gonna shake it again a little bit. This is very liquidy, like it's almost like a liquid inside. And let's put 2 drops straight on the brush, because why not? maybe a little bit more than 2 drops. I think I put 5 drops. Now let's see how this is gonna go. Do you see it? So I definitely think the sponge did a better job than my brush, because I feel like the brush is dragging the product around. So whatever I put it on, it's moving it if you go on top of it. So it's definitely not the same, but let's check it out again. Not bad actually, is it? Too bad, but I definitely see it's more even with the sponge than the brush. So let's apply maybe a drop more, try to build it up a little more. I'm putting a drop more on my brush, 2 drops. Let's see if it's building a little more. But yeah, I think the sponge definitely did a better job applying it than the brush. It does look the same. Doesn't look bad at all. Now let's give it a minute to set down. Now when I apply with the brush, it kinda, dried and sinking the skin. But I apply with the brush, now it's glowy and sitting on top of the skin. So let's give it a minute to see if it's gonna act just like the sponge, and if it's gonna sink in the skin too. So this is driving me nuts. Like every time I apply the brush, it's like release tricks. The foundation is kind of moving around. Every time I'm moving the brush, the foundation moves, so that's crazy. So yeah, the brush, I don't think it worked as well as the sponge, but let's give it a minute and I'll be right back. So I kind of waited for about 5 minutes, and this is the fun thing. The side that I applied with the sponge is not as dewy and glowy as the side that I applied with the brush. So I don't know if you guys can tell the difference, but I definitely see the glow. It's way more popping on the brush side. I wanted to swatch it for you guys to show you the shade. This is light. They have a light to medium too. Probably that will have been better for me right now, but I decided not to get that shade because, like I said, during winter I'm seriously turning into a pale ghost. But yeah, this is light, so it's quite funny because it's kind of drying and getting to the skin really quickly. I would say it's a neutral color. It doesn't have warmth, or it's not cool tone. It's just, something in between, I guess, to please more skin tones. But yeah, I think on my skin I have a light yellowish undertone, I would say, but it's matching me pretty well. It's not pinkish, or it's nothing too crazy, I guess. That's okay, I think it's matching me okay. Now I definitely wanted to apply some powder, a little bit to set up the center of my face. So we'll see how that works, if it's gonna mattify it a little bit. I have here a Zao powder that I'm gonna use. This is in 302, and I have a brush from Color Caramel that I'm gonna use. So I think it's a blush brush, but it's a big and fluffy brush. Then I'm just gonna powder a little bit, just the center of my face. just to see if it's gonna mattify a little bit and if it's gonna prolong the life of the foundation. And we'll see if the more shine is gonna peek through. Now it definitely didn't cling to any dry patches. I didn't notice to have any today, but usually if I have a dry patch it will come right out. Now the side that I applied with the brush, I definitely see bigger pores. Who wants bigger pores? I guess nobody, right? So yeah, now a little bit on my forehead, and that's about it. I don't want to apply too much powder because I want to see the foundation, what it does by itself. But just a little bit to set it up what I most needed. And then I'm gonna apply a bronzer, and that's about it because I wanna be as minimal as possible today. And I have this Acobella Hibiscus bronzer, and this is a universal color. They only have one, using the same brush. And let's see how this applies. And this is more like a bronzer and a blush 2-in-1, and we'll see if this is gonna rub any of that foundation off. That looks pretty nice. Well, let's try the other side. I kind of like that bronzy look. I don't know if you guys remember this. About probably 10 years ago we were just bronze like this. It was like this kind of bronzing technique. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I am doing it again and I'm totally obsessed with it. And I feel like, I don't know, it's giving me such a beautiful glow, overall glow. And then I'm gonna bronze my forehead a little bit. And then give it that kind of going under the chin effect because I don't want to look like a ghost. Okay, drag it a little bit down my throat and kind of blend in a little bit with whatever is left on my brush. And that's it. And yeah, I mean, you can tell what I'm usually doing, and I have like a lighter foundation. I make it work usually. But yeah, this is definitely, I can tell that my pores on the side with the sponge apply better than the side with the brush. Definitely see bigger pores on the side with the brush, and that's so annoying. So annoying. Also, my laugh lines are peeking through right now, which I kind of would like to conceal. But we'll see how it's gonna look like in about 1 hour. I'm gonna go run some errands and I'll be right back. So I've came back home. It's been about 3 hours. I've been actually went outside, and instead of 70 degrees it's 80, and yeah, I got some sweating going on, I guess. I got hot at some point, and I definitely see a dewiness going on, a glow, a lot of glow, especially in this area on my cheeks right here, which I didn't expect because I put on the powder, so I expected to stay more matte, I guess, in the center of my face where I apply the powder, but I definitely see the shine. And it's kind of, I don't know, the foundation, if it kind of rubbed off on my chin, but definitely it's very glowy. And yeah, it's all over the skin. It's not just my chin actually, it's all over. It's very dewy. So let me try to do this because I have dry fingers. And yeah, I'm picking up the oils, I guess. But I didn't touch the foundation, and it actually didn't move, because I was expecting kind of to, I don't know, you kind of scratch, you kind of, you know, move, you touch, I don't know, you sweat. So the foundation is still in place. It's very light. I can tell right now this is a very light foundation. I still see my laugh line here, and yeah, the foundation build up here in my left line. I see it if I pull my skin. So yeah, but that's normal, I guess. Yeah, it got very dewy. The oils are coming out, probably because it's really hot outside, so I definitely will use this more during the winter when it's colder. I mean, autumn, winter, when it gets cooler outside, I guess, especially when I have super dry skin, this is gonna keep me well moisturized, because it's so lightweight and it's a light coverage, I would say. Probably up to a medium, but I will say light, because I definitely see it. I see all my sunspots here, as you can see, and yeah, I will say it's a kind of light to medium. Very dewy indeed. When I apply it, it didn't feel so dewy, and especially when I apply with the sponge, it felt more matte. It says it improves appearance of skin tone and texture. I think I want to say something about that, because I definitely saw all my pores peeking through, and it's sinking into my left line, so it's probably gonna sink into my fine lines too, because it moves. But probably because I applied the powder, it didn't. So actually it didn't around my eyes. Let's see. Yeah, so definitely needs to be set up with the powder, I would say that, translucent powder, so it doesn't move, especially, you know, because it's an oil base, and it's, you know, on a greasy side, on a dewy side. Yeah, I will definitely set it up with the powder. Weightless, definitely I would say weightless, because it's so light coverage and feels moist. I would say like a moisturizer more than a foundation for me, but it will, I'm not sure if it will work like one-step product. Skip the moisturizer and just use this. Maybe for greasy tones, for oily skin tones, it might work, but definitely I'm gonna try this when it's not so hot outside and humid. Maybe just, you know, during winter time. This is gonna keep my skin well moist, because that's what it says. Ultra nourishing foundation elixir, so you can think about it as a skin product, as a moisturizer rather than a foundation. But overall, I think, you know, my skin looks pretty well. As you can see, it's glowy, it's healthy. I think I really like that. Actually, I really like dewy foundations, and I like the dewy finish, so I'm totally gonna go with this. But in this area where I applied the powder, it drives me nuts. So it's only been 3 hours. I mean, how long a foundation lasts? About 3-4 hours, right? So it's not that bad, I guess. And the price, I can't believe it. I paid almost $12 at Walmart, and you can save, I think, $4 more through Ibotta. So I'm gonna link that below if you guys are interested. I also went to Walmart because I wanted to check the packaging, which was kind of misleading. Everything looks white on the website, and I was quite curious what kind of packaging is that, because I'm looking only for glass containers, and they're so misleading with that looking kind of covering, I guess, the packaging. They want to make everything look more luxurious, but most of them are plastic. So I think the primer is glass, and they have another oil which is in glass, but there are not too many. So keep that in mind if you're looking for glass packaging like me. But yeah, definitely I love this foundation and I can't wait to play more with it. So let me know if you have any questions about this foundation. Please put your comments down below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.